What is up, everybody? Welcome once again to my YouTube channel, and today let's go for a race that I actually came up along last minute. Really, I wasn't expecting to do it, to be honest, but yeah, I got invited to do it, and why not come out from the commentary booth into the racing seat of, in this case, of Williams, as we're going to take part of the social race here at Francorchamps for the WCR, the World Championship Racing League. Of course, they are testing some newcomers into the league, but it's generally they're going to keep an eye out for the newcomers, but generally just for everyone to have a bit of fun, hopefully. And yeah, we have a full lobby, or as close to one as we can get. In the Mercedes we have Revo and Rainbow. In the Ferrari we have Wessel and Martin G. Then we have Ruagi and Riley in the Aston Martin Red Bull, followed by Cozy and Julian in the Renault. In terms of the Haas team, we have Evil Kiwi and Jensen. In the McLaren we have Simon and Lil John. In the Racing Point we have Kopi and Drake. In terms of the Alfa Romeo duo, we have Zerd and Astro Boy. In the Toro Rosso boys are Mr. Zoxon and Brownie. And for the Williams, it's ourselves and Ethnic TRN. So yeah, of course my helmet doesn't really show up because I'm using my modded helmet that I use in career mode. And a lot of guys are not showing their level for some reason, but I guess it is what it is. Yeah, Bird unfortunately is left out of a seat unless he gets into spectator mode. It won't be able to take a racing seat. They are all occupied at these points, I suppose. Oh no, actually, what? Why do we have? Did Revo's game crash? I guess words. I think Revo's game crashed. Oh no, it wasn't Revo, it was the other guy, because it's now Valtteri Bottas up there. Well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully he can get back onto the lobby. Okay. Let's just wait until everyone starts then. It's gonna be soon. We're gonna be starting soon. Yeah, I've done a bit of practice for this. Hopefully we can have some good racing going. Hopefully I don't bottle it. It would be pretty nice if I don't bottle it, but yeah. It is what it is sometimes. Okay, guess everyone is supposed to get ready then. The countdown has started. Gonna get ready then for this Belgium Grand Prix. By the way, guys, good news, I got my TSPC wheel working. I found a way to make it work, so we are back on the TSPC racer. I've been practicing to try to get used to it. So yeah, hopefully we can have a decent performance. I would be happy with the top 10, but there are some guys that are very quick taking part in this race, so yeah, it's gonna be tough. Gonna be rough. Okay, so session info. Let's load our car setup. Okay, gonna do that, and
Okay, let's update the setup.
yeah, gonna go out there.
All set. Everyone clear? Car to track.
We're gonna try to do 2 flying laps, then come back in. Oh, well. My game had a massive slowdown there for some reason. That's the first time it ever happens to me. Someone did not use official daylight settings. That didn't go well. Okay, that didn't go well then. I was trying to come back. Oh, god damn it. I got something in my eyes, I was scratching them. Oh well. Well, at least we can just chill. And okay, we can take a look at stuff then. Here we have Jensen, one of the drivers from Tier 2 of WCR last season. He was for half of the season in a partnership with I forgot his name, with Dahl at Williams before leaving to become a reserve driver. And yeah, he left the Williams team. Couldn't really get back on the good performances after leaving Williams. I guess he just didn't have time to dedicate to the game again after that. But yeah, unfortunately, he dropped off not only on his pace but also on the standings. I don't remember where he finished, but I believe it was outside of the top 5. When he was at Williams, he was taking podium every single race, or most races, so it was a very big drop off in pace, especially considering the race season. The season didn't take that many races to be completed. But yeah, let's get on board then with Jensen, as we have Revo taking the first flying lap and pole position, provisory of course, as we have the McLaren with a 144.8, beaten promptly by Brownie, as the second Mercedes boy gets P2. Martin G, though, is the best of them all at the moment with a 143.6. Third gets going and puts the Alpha at the top of the standings as we are completing the lap with the Haas. Riley puts the Red Bull in 5th place. And Wage finishes in 7th. We have Julian in 6th with a 144.7. Let's see what Jensen does as he's about to get through the bus stop chicane to complete his lap. Let's see, he's gonna get on the power and he's gonna cross over the line, and it is going to be P4 for the Haas driver. 143.8, not bad at all from the Dane. Let's take a look then at my teammate as a Vessel gets beats Wagi and gets himself in P9, and Ethnic with the pole position, 143.2, what a lap, 2/10 quicker than Zerd, and gets himself on provisory pole. Of course, he can always get beaten by other people. Ozone is still in the second sector. Let's take a look at Cozy. Where is he? He's still at Eau Rouge. Copy is about to finish his lap as well. He's already in third sector, the Force India, or the Racing Point rather. Let's take a look at Bird. He looks like he's in the first sector. Yeah, it looks like he's still in the first sector. And Copy is actually going to abort his lap. He's coming into the pits. Let's take a look at Astro Boy then. Oh, Astro Boy at the moment goes into the wall. That's a damaged front wing, unfortunately. You can see the debris going over. At least they collected themselves outside of the track, so no debris potentially damaging anybody else's lap. So let's move on to someone who might be close to closing their lap. We have Cozy. We have Bird, who's about to finish his second sector. But yeah, let's jump to the Renault. He's closer to the end of the lap, getting through Blanchimont very nicely indeed, as you guys can see. Full on the number 78. On the Renault number 78, gets through the bus stop chicane, looks quite quick. He's gonna open the arrest, put the power down, cross over the line, and it's going to be 144.8 for 10th place. Gonna take a look at Drake, also on his third sector. See what he does. Oh, and he actually aborts the lap as well. Okay, some interesting strategic decisions by the guys at the Racing Point team. Because he just got himself. Bird also just completed a flying lap. We have Wagi, who I believe is going for a brand new flying lap. He's about to begin his new flying lap. So let's actually follow with the Dutchman. See what he does. There we have then the Red Bull is on softs and is going to abort the lap, unfortunately. Okay. Let's take a look then. Who is on the out lap? Huh. Maybe Lil Jon is about to complete his lap. Let's take a look at him. He's about to win this second sector. He has Bird, who's going to the pits, I assume. But yeah, Lil Jon is definitely pushing. You can see by his ERS bar on the steering wheel. Oh, Bird loses the car going through the grass and he's in the wall. That's very unfortunate from the Toro Rosso driver. Lil Jon maybe taking a dip off the front tire on the grass in the braking zone. That's not going to help him. Nevertheless, he's going to cross over the line. P13 as he gets a 145.9. Let's see Evil Kiwi what he does. Let's see if he does better than his teammate. No, he comes back into the pits. Let's see someone else who might be on the flying lap then. We have Revo, who's just about to finish the Camel Straight into Lecombe. He's gonna start going downhill now. A bit of lagginess from his on-board as he gets through to Rivage. Downhill, very tricky corner to get right, of course. We continue going downhill with this quick left-hander before going full throttle until one of the quickest corners on the calendar. You got to Pujon, just a short step on the brakes, if any at all. You get through 7th gear full power as you now get through this tighter section right at the end of the second sector. You can't really see on his steering wheel if he's improving his lap time or not. Getting quite a bit of lagginess as well. Doesn't really help. It's going to get up through the gears, trying to extract every single bit of horsepower he can get from that Mercedes power unit at the back of his car. He's going to now brake hard for the bus stop chicane. He goes to the right, he takes the left. He needs to be smooth on the power now. DRS is wide open. He starts derating on the exit, but nonetheless 143.0 takes provisory pole, the Mercedes, and he is on prime seat for taking pole position at the moment. Let's take a look at Atnik. Let's see if he's going to try to improve as he's just navigating through Pujon. Last time I looked at his performance, he got pole, so maybe my teammates can do exactly what I wasn't able to and get the Williams on pole. Let's see what he does. Looks like he's getting nicely through the second sector. Again, I can't really tell how much he's losing or gaining compared to his previous lap. But I'd like to see what he has fitted. So he does. Hard braking zone once again into the bus stop chicane. Doesn't quite get it right on the first apex. Gets a nice exit though. He's gonna cross over the line and it's going to be pole, the first driver to get below the 143s. Atnik gets a 142.6 and claims himself provisory pole here at this Belgium qualifying for the Belgium Grand Prix. We have Zer now about to oh no, he just finished his lap. I'm a bit confused about him. Lil Jon retired from the session. We have Jensen, who I assume is going for a flying lap of his own. No, he's actually going to the pits, okay. We have Brownie, who's also saving ERS, so he's already completed his lap as well. Bird coming back from his encounter with the wall on his outlap. He's coming back now. He's going to try to improve on his previous time. 144.8 was his previous lap time. He's going to try to do better than that. He has everything at his disposal to be able to do it. Let's see how it goes for the Red Bull driver. He misses. He misses, what's the name? He misses Lecombe. Let's Evil Kiwi through. Take a look. Looks like Evil Kiwi is on a flying lap, but he has a Ferrari right behind him. Not really sure. It might be Martin. If it is Martin, it is good news because Martin is on a out lap. He actually has both Ferraris behind him, so let's see how that one develops. Oh, there's a racing point parked at the apex of Pujon. I guess he clipped the inside curb and the car gets hooked on that, and it's very tough to save it if you put a wheel on that inside curb, especially at that speed. But yeah, at least he had the presence of mind to be able to avoid a collision. But nonetheless, he gets disqualified for being parked in a dangerous location when he's probably just trying to do the exact opposite of that. He gets disqualified from the session. Very unfortunate from the Force India driver. Nonetheless, we have Evil Kiwi about to cross over the line, and it is going to be a 144.6, gets him last place of the top 10. Still a couple tenths, almost half a second off of his teammate, but nonetheless respectable effort there from him. Vessel went into the pits. Martin is going for a flying lap, currently in fourth with a 143.6. No one has been able to follow Atnik with the time below the 143s. Maybe Martin will be the first one, or in this case the second one, to get below the 143 minute mark. Let's see how it does. Lecombe, the car has a bit of oversteer there. Good reflexes with the quick counter steering to keep the car on the tarmac. Exactly where he needs to be. That's going to cost him a few tenths though. So not a perfect lap from the Ferrari driver. A bit of abuse on the curbs there. I don't know if the game is going to get him a slap on the wrist or not. It is what it is, getting through Pujon. It's gonna try and to recover whatever time he lost through that moment through Lecombe. This is getting up to Stavolo right at the end of the second sector. Up through the gears once again. It's flat out for most of this third sector now. Gets up through the gears. He must be aware to not wreck his ERS mode. He's getting back down to 0 and up to 4 as he gets through Blanchimont. It's going to be a big braking zone now for the bus stop chicane. Gets a bit too deep in the corner and he aborts it. He's going to... Oh, Julian retired from the session and is blocking everyone. I don't know if... Okay, he finally ghosted. An interesting moment there. Okay, finally ghosted, and Martin also retires and he makes his way into the pits. Astro Boy is in the pits. Let's take a look at Simon. Let's see what he does. So I believe he's about to complete his flying lap. Could he get himself in the top 10? He could beat Kiwi and Julian. He's not too far off, but now he's going to also abort his lap. We have Mr. Zoxon going on a flying lap of his own. But first let's jump to Revo, who I believe is further up ahead. Yep, he's already through Pujon. He's going to have another try at getting himself on the top step or on the first row of the grid. Try to consolidate the place up there. There was someone else retiring. I believe it was I actually don't know who it was. I can't really tell who just retired from the session. Nonetheless, we have the Mercedes going full blast through Blanchimont, preparing himself for the big braking zone of the bus stop chicane. He goes to the right, takes the left very nicely. Needs to be smooth on the power now. DRS wide open. He's going to cross over the line. It's going to be a 143.0. Look at that. He improves, but the very little margin is the one he improves by. He's going to get out of the way of everyone else that might be on flying laps. And unfortunately, he's not going to be able to beat Ethnic's lap time. Is the only one below the 143s so far. Astro Boy was on the pits. Simon gets himself not better than 12th. Let's take a look at Zerd. We are following now with the Alfa Romeo driver currently to Blanchimont. Let's follow on board. Sorry about that. Let's follow on board with the Alfa Romeo driver. Let's see what he does. He's getting faster by 3/10, so at this point he has a very good chance at getting under the 143s. Let's see though what he does. Mr. Zoxon in the meantime has crossed over the line, won't be battering P15 as he gets shown the checkered flag. The session time has been depleted. Hope he gets P3, but Zerd with a 143.001 dethrones Revo from the first row of the grid. Gets himself P2, wasn't quite able to get under the 43s, but still very good performance there by the Alfa Romeo driver. We're gonna take a look at Jensen, who crosses over the line in P6. There was Bird getting himself up to P5, very good lap there. Riley is about to complete his lap, he gets himself in P8. I don't believe he improved. Yes, he missed on an improvement by less than a tenth of a second. Brownie is gonna be the last one to cross over the line, I believe, and he gets P9. If I can read the steering wheel correctly. No, I cannot. It is actually P8 for the Mercedes driver. So P3 and P8 for both Mercedes. For the Williams, it's P1 and P20, unfortunately. Actually got to level up though. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay then. Let's get ourselves ready for the race. I wasn't able to get any warm-up whatsoever, unfortunately, but hopefully the car is stable come race time. Hopefully. I'm gonna shut up now. Just gonna try and focus. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's get going then. I don't think we're having a formation lap, so... Yeah, top 10 is gonna be very tough, but we're gonna try our best. Oh, we actually do have formation lap.
Everything looks good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
I'm gonna minimize everything so I don't get any distractions. I'm gonna actually turn off the cam. So I can turn on my desk lamp. I couldn't get everything up on time, unfortunately. And of course my car is pointed towards outside of the track.
Position.
That McLaren is lagging quite a bit. Yeah, I knew this is online. We weren't really gonna fit there.
Caution, caution. Okay, clear. That looked bad. Are you alright? Let me know you're alright.
Okay, that's it. The guy didn't ghost, and that's it for our race. Well, I guess that's what happens.